The Xiegu G90, fantastic ham radio. Now, when I purchased this, I wanted to be able to use the device with a foot pedal, and I didn't get on too well with a fist mic. Although the fist mic is absolutely perfectly adequate for the radio. But I looked around and couldn't see anything anywhere commercially available that allowed you to have a foot pedal connected to this thing. The closest connectors come near to that, I think, are Icon, but their wiring is completely different to the Xiegu. So I messed around a little bit and tried to make my own, and I actually got the thing to transmit by purchasing some of these RJ45 connectors, I think they are, and a little crimp tool, made some of my own. I got the PTT to work absolutely fine. Could have used it on Vox, I suppose, but anyway, what I wanted to do was to have an all-in-one, because I'd managed to get the headphones in the side there and the PTT there, but then no mic really. So the all-in-one came when I found that connector there off eBay. Now I think it comes from China, so I had to wait a couple of weeks for it to arrive, and I think it was about £17. It's about $22 or something like that, Hong Kong dollars. So what you've got there is two inputs, and as you can see, one's a microphone, one's a PTT. So quite clearly, I went out and purchased a very, very cheap set of headphones off Amazon, and these are about £15, I think, and they obviously come with let me just try and show you this. They come with a jack, which is that one there, and that is one single jack, and that serves the headphones and the mic. So the problem is, how do you get them to separate for the adapter? So what you do is you buy an adapter, which is one of these things, which it's connected into. It's a Venton, whatever it's called, but anyway, it's just that lead, and it comes round and it splits into two. Obviously one goes into, and it does tell you on the connectors, look, you can see the microphone sign there. So that one goes into, obviously, the pink socket, which I'm not too sure. Sorry, this is tucked away here. I really should have got it out a bit better to show you. I just didn't want to keep disturbing everything. But anyway, that is plugged into a pink. You're not going to be able to see it. But that's plugged into a pink, and then there's another cable that comes off this, which goes into the headphone, and it works absolutely fine. And of course, this other end of this wonderful gadget, which has got the RJ45 on, goes in there. So the other side of this, once you've got the microphone plugged into it, is the PTT. So that is just literally a cable which plugs in. I'll take you down and round, but it plugs in. It goes down to this very, very old, what used to be a typist's foot pedal, and you can buy them. It's an infinity foot pedal. You can buy them on Amazon, and they're really heavy and weighty. Now this really has got 1, 2, 3 push buttons, or foot pedal buttons. Now traditionally on this, because like I say, it is a typist foot pedal, so traditionally that would have been back space, or that would have been forward, and that would have been play or stop, or whatever you want it to do. So I took this apart, and I've taken the wires from those two, because they're not needed, and just left the one in the centre. And really all it amounts to inside is a switch, an on-off switch. That's all it amounts to. There was a circuit board in there which I've just thrown away because it wasn't needed at all, unless you're going to include these two. It needs some brains to think about things. So it really is now, literally, I just wired it up myself. So I unscrewed the back. I've got a little tiny bit of a video on that if anyone wants to see it. I'm not too sure I'm going to publish it on YouTube, but because it's not a complete video, I was kind of doing it as on the hoof, so to speak. It wasn't intended for a published video, but anyway, I've used the existing wire really that came with the pedal, and I cut off the other end because it had a USB port on, and I just wired it up. So that now works. So I'll just show you this. So when you put your foot on there and press down, you can see the transmit happen. So it's going to be difficult to do as I'll show you, but anyway, no, I can't do it. But yeah, and it's really quiet. It's very, very quiet. And the good thing about this is it's really heavy, because what I did do was I went out initially and purchased one of these things off Amazon, and it's okay. You will see it's very noisy, but it's quite noisy. It didn't come with an awful lot of wire. I think it's about I don't know. I love wires. Look at that. Sorry, this room is in need of a clean at the moment. So I never used that in the end because this thing was a much better option. It was a lot heavier, and it's just better. It's quieter. So it's really easy to do once you've got hold of that adapter. Like I say, buy one of these cables, these splitter cables, so you can plug your headphones if they've only got one jack. If your headphones come with two jacks, problem solved. You don't need the splitter cable. You just plug one into there and one into the side of the Xiegu. But it works absolutely fine, and like I say, I'll put the link for this little adapter in the description below. But it's the only one I've seen. I haven't seen any more that do a similar job, and it's not beyond the scope of me or possibly anyone else to really have made my own. I was going to buy a little tiny box off Amazon like this and a couple of wires, and just wire this thing up myself, because there is a schematic in the instructions for this Xiegu, and it tells you what the ground is, the PTT and the mic, and those are really the only ones that you need to make this thing function. But anyway, I just couldn't be asked. I got so much other things I needed to be getting on with, so I literally just bought this thing, and like I said, a couple of weeks to arrive, but it's brilliant, absolutely fantastic, no regrets whatsoever. A little bit of ingenuity on that foot pedal down there, but you can buy something else, another little tiny box like I just showed you from Amazon, and wire it up yourself. It really, really is simple to do. I'll lift these up because that'll be getting broken. It really, really is simple to do, and like I say, going back to this again, it's a radio room, that's why all those wires there. It looks awful, doesn't it? But it's not as bad as it seems. There's an awful lot of wires here, but realistically speaking, I think, if I remember rightly, the only ones you need to use are the black and the white, is it? Or the white and the red? Or it's like setting up a bomb, isn't it? I don't know. You only need two of them. It'll tell you on the back, actually. It's got some schematic there, so white, red and black. Yeah, white and red, that's really what you'd need, or the red and the black. It doesn't make any difference, it's a switch, that's all. So no regrets whatsoever on this one. If you're into radio or want a foot pedal to do PTT on anything actually, then this may be a good option alternative. But anyway, that's it. Hope this has helped somebody somewhere. If you want any further information, just let me know. Drop me a comment, like, subscribe, and thank you very much for watching. So until the next one, see you later. Bye.